Good morning, students. In today's session, we are going to start with unit third, subject marketing, and the name of unit is sales process. Let's start now. In unit third, after learning this unit, you will be able to describe the sales process. You will be able to appreciate the importance of process of selling, and you will be able to understand how prospecting is done. You will be able to know how a approach is planned, how the ways to handle the exceptions, how to learn the different method of closing the sales. Let's start with topic now. Topic is first one, introduction part. Every product produced has to be sold. There are a wide range of products being sold in the market, right from a biscuit to ship or an aeroplane. Everything has to be sold whichever way. Of all tools available to the seller, personal selling is an important tool to sell the product to the consumer. It means for selling the product, company has to hire salesperson that are called agents, people who do the job of selling the product. As the value of product increase, so does the rank of a salesperson. For example, one can find peddler, vendor, that is called fairywalas, selling their product on a cart or a cycle or sitting on a pavement. A shoe is sold by a simple salesman at retail outlet, while a CT scan machine is sold to be a big hospital by a marketing head of an organization along with a team. Here, the period of completion of sales may range from 6 months to 1 year. But for completing a sale, a salesperson has to go through a complete selling process. It means for selling the product, a company has to follow all the channels. Company has to plan for the sale. After it, company has to find out the customer. After finding out the customer company has to produce the presentation. After presentation, company will ask for order. Then customer will place the order. After placing the order, delivery of product will be there. Afterward, payment will be there. At last, maintenance part will include. It means it is a complete process of selling. Now, sales process is divided in 5 steps. First one is prospecting, second one is qualifying, third one is placing presentation, and fourth one is objections and handling the objections, and last one is closing the sale. We will discuss all the part one by one. And the same statement that I'll read now, it was the question in CBSE also. This process is not a rule of thumb, but a better way of handling a sales based on the experience of various salesmen. It is a recommended process. The salesman can use them in their own way. Each step in the process overlap the other or may go simultaneously, or their sequence can be changed as per the demand of sales situation by a salesman. For cheaper product, the process may be shortened, or for the valuable product, the process may be lengthy or it may be step by step. Mean to say, it is not a fixed rule, all steps will be followed. If we are taking a ball pen, we need not to place order anything like placing presentation. We will directly move to the shop and take the product. It means because pen is a very less cost item, so it will not follow all the steps and the process will be short. But if we are taking a car, if we are taking a big machine, we are busy to taking the product that is of 20 lakh 30 lakh, automatically all steps will be followed and time will also be increased for thinking, for planning, for understanding everything. So it is not a rule of thumb, but it's a better way of handling a sales based on the basis of experience. So let's start with session 1. Session 1 is step 1, that is prospecting. Prospecting, in order to sell a product, a salesperson has to find out the customer, and customer could be new or it could be the continuous customer also. Hence, the first step in selling process deal with finding prospect who will buy their product. Now here the question arises, who is prospect? Prospect is the person or the potential customer who has the capability to take the product who is needy, who want to take the product from a company. That is called a prospect. Through prospecting, the salesperson tries to find out the people who need the product and can afford to buy it. That is, they try to create a database of prospective customer, also known as prospect. It means they will try to collect the data of all interested person who may or who will take the product related to your organization. So they will create a database. And who is prospect? As already explained, prospect are the potential customer. Potential mean to say person who might become your customer in future or current now also. They are ones who need the product and might buy it. A prospect can be an individual or an institution. For example, atta is required by an individual household also, and a bakery and a hotel also. Hence, they all are the prospect for an atta manufacturer producer. We can speak frequently any product that is used by a group of people or an individual or a company, all are called the prospect who can take the similar product that you are producing. All are called prospect. It is not sure they will take from your store. They can take from anywhere, but they will take the product. Next is characteristics of a good prospect. A prospect can be considered as a good prospect if he possesses certain characteristics. It means a good prospect should have certain characteristics. First one is he should feel the need of product. It means a customer should be needy about the product. A customer should feel that he need a product. This can be pre-existing or can be created as well. So first concept is needy. Second one, in some cases, the prospect needs a license or a legal capability or capacity to buy the product. For example, a medical prescription is required to buy the medicine, license to buy a gun, or only a major can buy a alcohol. So automatically some cases are there where we need a legal authority or legal license. So it should also be along with the customer or along with the particular company. Third one, he should also have the capability to pay the product. And which customer we are feeling that he is a prospect should have a capability to buy the product. He will be able to pay for the same product. Suppose we are selling the product on 2500 rupees. So a customer should have a capability to spend rupees 2500 for the similar category product. And he should have the ultimate decision making power also. He should the capability to take the decision on the spot after taking the product or after looking the feature of product. Next is KYC, that is also known as know your customer. How you will know the customer? In this type of prospecting, the salesman tries to obtain the database. They will collect the database of all the customer who are the prospect or who are called the prospective customer through various sources, and various sources could be of two types. Either it could be internal source or either it could be external source. So such sources could be like take reference given by the customer, reference from sales manager or from your networking system, or obtaining the database from outside agencies that deal in providing such type of data, because some companies are there that are providing data like contact number and name. Next one is qualifying or selecting the prospect. Which prospect is better? It means which can be the customer. After collecting the database on a prospective customer from various sources mentioned above, the salesperson has to find out which of these prospective customer would buy the product. It means after collection of data, we will try to find out of complete data how much number of customers are ready to buy the product or how much customer would be able to take the product. So that is called qualifying or selecting the prospect. And this can do by assessing some questions like the customer needs the product or not, the customer can afford the product or not, and the customer listens to the salesman with interest or not. If we are telling about the product, customer is interested or customer is just taking time pass. These such questions will be able to identify or qualifying the selection of the prospect. Now all those prospects that qualifies in these questions are selected prospective customer, and These are the customer for whom we have planned for a sale, and for this the salesperson will gather all the information about the customer related to their need of product, their demographic environment, their income level, and so on. This will help the salesperson to build their presentation according to their specific need of customer, and will be able to provide solution to their specific requirement in form of their products. It means that the salesman will have to conduct a detailed customer research. The salesman will collect all the data related to the customer, all the detail, how much he can spend, where he can spend, everything he will prepare. And the salesman can obtain the data for an existing customer from past sales record and other sales data available with the company related to the customer. Like for a new customer, data can be obtained from internet or from data collecting agencies also. He can also conduct on the spot research. What is on the spot research? When customer comes to buy a product, on the spot it is called. On the spot research means asking a lot of questions to the customer when he comes to buy a product, and this is done to understand a customer psychology and the behavior, and the main purpose of this research is to gather as much as information as possible to make the presentation effective, how customer will be more interactive with your presentation. And converting prospect into the actual customer, it is not an easy task. To sell the product, it is not an easy task, and it is time consuming also. You need to spend much time for the customer for selling the product, then he will be able to take your product, or you will be able to sell the product. And it can be well understood with the help of given figure. Like you leads to the 100 customer, you have collected the data of 100 customer, out of that you find that 40 can be the prospective customer, and finally out of 40 customer only 5 customers are those such customer who have taken the product of your company. If you see the above figure, a salesperson collects the data of 100% who may be possible customer. Research shows that out of 100 only 40 are the prospect, and they are one who would actually the requiring the product. And out of 40 the salesman should focus on 40 customer only, and out of 40 he will be able to sell the product up to 5 customers. This is all about your prospective customer. What is prospect, how a customer will sell the product, how a customer will how a customer will buy the product, company will sell the product. The exercise part we will discuss in one PDF file format later on. In this session only we have covered session 1. Session 1 was related to your qualifying the customer or qualifying the prospect and what is prospect. Thank you. Have a nice day.